as we pick into the bins, you have to make a decision at some point. Is my bin getting full, and do I need to move to the next bin? You'll then be looking down to see where we're going to. If we're not going to use a bin, it's good to turn it on the side as kind of an indicator that this bin will not be used. And sometimes we have to skip a bin and move to the next one. So we put that one up on its side and we'll move to the next bin down. Other times there isn't that, we just need to move it down just a bit, okay, to get to that position in between, in that proper position midway between where they will fill it. That's good. As you're working and watching the pickers pick, you want to take a look and see if there are areas where there are a lot of dropped fruit. People pulling too hard, those kind of things. Many times a bucket has been, the whole thing has been dropped because they didn't tie it up properly and it came loose and dropped. I try to stay away from any discouraging remarks as that happens because they already feel bad enough as it is. But I do watch to see if the bucket needs to be replaced or if there's if they're not tying it up properly. So be watching out for that as well. Okay, so now you're coming to the end of the row. Let's talk about that for a second. As you come to the end of a row, you want to be thinking once again, is my bin full? How is my bin dynamics going? Am I going to need to pick into another area, another row for a bit, or are we doing fine? You'll also want to be preparing your crew to finish and come back, okay? Because the way we like to finish a row is everyone finishes together and then we walk back together and we can glean from the fruit that we've missed and put them back in our buckets and take them to the end of the row and fill them into someone else's bin. I recognize that we lose a lot of people at the end of rows. You know, they get there and it's kind of like, okay, I'm done. And that may be the case, and that's perfectly acceptable. But for those people who are willing to stay, we want to have an organized way to get them back to the other area and picking as quickly as possible. So we want to remove barriers that stop people from continuing to pick, that are willing to pick. So the best way to do that is be well organized. We move back to the middle of our, to the aisle, and at the aisle there will be one of the coordinators who will help us and assign us to a new area to pick. And then we take our crew and move through. They will also ask us, how are we doing with numbers? How many people did we lose? We'll try to fill our crews up. The more organized we are as we move back up a row, there's two good benefits. One is making sure we glean, keeping all the fruit off the tree that's good. And the second is that we keep our workers together and keep them working. Was that okay? We want to remember that the guiding purposes of the welfare are to care for the poor and the needy, to foster self-reliance, and to encourage service to others. So that's our whole purpose here in the orchard, and may God bless you as you do your work. Thank you. Ready? Okay, as you're working. Hello, my name's Ted Benyon, and this is another cheesy intro. Hello, my name's Ted Benyon, and this is another cheesy intro. Oh, hi, my name's Ted Benyon. Got pear? Good pear? Bad pear.
Bad example of a cleanup picker. Hey Emma, catch this! No!
I got
Never throw pears! Never!
Here we are at the pear orchard, pretty much showing you how to be a row coordinator. Difficult job, mainly because you're going to catch a lot of flack. People don't like to see other people standing around telling other people what to do. Then you wear an orange vest. It's like stepping into a bull's pen and saying, come and get me. I'm free meat. It's not nice. They're not nice to you. So if you want to be a row coordinator, you got to develop some thick skin. Thick. 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 All right. Go, Mary. Go do your thing. We want to remember that the guiding purposes of the welfare are to care for the poor and the needy, to encourage service for others, and to foster blah, 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 blah. This is a reason why we don't have kids in the orchard. They can't pick pears, all right? He's too short. And he doesn't know how to do it. Try it again, buddy. Do it again. Let's see you try it, Emma.
I got it! Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
That's a perfect example of why you don't yank. That's why you don't yank pears off of a tree, you baduga. You don't want to do that. Please be assured that no pear was harmed in the filming of this production.